The occupation of Wounded Knee ended yesterday. Only 15 of the occupants were arrested. The others were allowed to go free. Today, the government and the residents of the small town began to add up the damages. ABC's Bill WORDHAM has a report.
This was the end of the Indians' main roadblock at the entrance to Wounded Knee. Federal forces destroyed it with some satisfaction, as they did all the other strong points from which the rebels had stared them down for the past 10 weeks. There was a delicate search among the Indian fortifications for booby traps. At least 4 traps were found, yet another violation of the surrender agreement. At close range, the marshals could see where the buildings in the heart of the village had been substantially reinforced. Someone clearly had been prepared for a last-ditch stand.
Backhoes and built it, and these are great support beams, filled them in, and it will withstand any caliber weapon that we have.
There was no triumph in the return to Wounded Knee by its residents, only sadness and bewilderment as they were confronted by the wreckage of their village. There is no heat, nor power, nor fuel, nor food. The Red Cross did what it could, but there was no early attempt to restore services. It is as though the shock has not worn off yet. Some of the damage done by the rebels defies explanation. They used this church, for instance, for target practice. They stripped many of the houses, filled the rooms with makeshift bunks, refuse, and litter of all kinds. Among the buildings damaged toward the end was the trading post. It was here that the AIM leaders used the only phone in the village to haggle with government negotiators and receive a stream of encouragement from outside supporters. The owners of the trading post say they won't rebuild.
Yes, we're going to leave it as it is and let the American people see what has happened to Wounded Knee. It was a very beautiful place. We had a nice museum and a trading post, and it's totally destroyed now.
There were a few local Indians that were in on this, but there weren't very many. And what their grievances were with the government didn't have to be taken out on individuals.
The chairman of the tribal council, Dick Wilson, against whom the rebels leveled many complaints, toured the village this morning.
I expected this.
What?
They're hoodlums, clowns. This is the way they live.
It could be that Wounded Knee has suffered a mortal blow and may never be rebuilt. Sickened by what has happened here, influential tribal leaders would like to clean out all these buildings, recreate the atmosphere of 1890, and restore a little dignity to the historic site which means so much to the Sioux. Bill WORDHAM, ABC News, in Wounded Knee, South Dakota.